Hello and welcome back. In last lecture, we have our application which run, and you can see here we have only 4 buttons in here, but we have to use 5 interface controller like this. I think it's not good, so I think we can improve our app. So we only have to use 2 interface, one for wallpaper and button, and one for detail like this. First of all, we have to delete all of this interface controller, and here's interface controller, because we can control our interface by code. So we have 2 interface controller, and we have to use the code to notify what the button the user has been tapped, and after that we can control interface show up the image which we want. Okay, and first of all, when we want to controller of this interface, we have to hook on the button to our interface controller. Okay, now we have open assistant editor. This is interface controller, and here interface controller. We have mark eBay outlet. Another mark is function. Okay. So we have a button in here. We have give the control and drag to this function. You can see a connection in here is outlet. We want to use the action. In here we can keep bird button press. Remember, when we want to control the interface, for example, you want to change the text, the color of text of object, we hook the outlet. For example, if I want to control the outlet of the button, we have to here, you can say bird button, and now we can control the outlet of button like it. Bird button, set title. We can change the title of the button new. You can check in here. Oh, nothing. I put stop and run again. Here it's new. So when you want to change the outlet of the button, here you change the title, change the color of text, change the background, you use eBay outlet. And if you want to make a function for this, you have to use function. Okay, remember, comment this line, and now we put the function of another button like this. Car button press. Oh, you see, I forgot to choose the option function, so we have a eBay outlet in here. It's not correct. You can delete it, but remember to delete inside of here. You select to car, and here so referring outlet. You see, if we don't delete in here, we have an error and we can't run our code. Delete it again and hook it again. Okay, choose action, car button press, flower button press, choose action, and the last apple button press, choose action. Okay, so let's check. We can check by pre-now, the line, bird button press. So when the user puts the bird button, we will see the output birth button pressed in the output. Okay, let's see. Here, birth button pressed. In car or flower or apple button, we do nothing, so we can see nothing. Okay. Now, first of all, when we want to the user put the birth button, we show up the detail interface. We can use the secure, but we can control it by code. Okay. First of all, we have to set the title of this interface by this. You can see here, identifier. We can make an identifier is detail wallpaper. Okay, copy it. Now, for example, if we want to put the birth button to the detail controller, we utilize it. Cell. This cell it means this interface. Push controller with name. You can see. Name is the identifier which we already typed it, and context we should need now. Okay. You can see. But okay, it shows us our interface here, and you can see a little arrow in here. So this line is similar like we have a push from interface like lecture before. Do you remember? And if you want to make like model, you can do like it. Cell present container with name is similar. It's similar. Need. Okay, let's run and check. But no car. No, it's bird. You can see here. Now we have a cancel in here. It's night model. It's night model schedule on the last lecture. Okay. Now I think we should make it to the push for on of our button. And you can see if we mark it in function in here, you can check very easy in here. You can see function init, inactive, directive, birth, car. You can change every function if you want. It's very quickly. Okay. Now on the button is help us to go to the detail controller, and now we have to check what button is pressed, and after that we have to change the detail interface depend on the which button the user pressed. Okay, I think we have a new variable, a global variable. You can see here is when we hook the eBay outlet in here, wallpaper label and birth button, it can use in every function inside here. Every function inside class interface controller. But when we make a variable outside this class, for example, I make a button index is type in and make it to 0. This is global variable. Global variable means that you can use this variable inside the interface controller or detail WatchKit interface controller. So, for example, I will set the global variable to 0 when the birth button pressed. Okay. Button index and 0, and for car button is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, now when we put the button, you change the button index. Okay, now inside the detail WatchKit interface, we will check what the button is pressed. Okay, first of all, we print out the button. You can button index here. Now we put the values of button index inside here. I forgot to double quote. Okay, we will check. But here, burst button press because we make it on it here. Burst button press, we can comment it. And next button index is 0. Now we check to car. Button index is 1. Okay. Flower button index is 2. Okay. Now I think in detail WatchKit interface controller, we make an array to store all the name and the image. Okay. Now I make an array. Here we make an array. For example, I use the name of our name to make the array element. Bird, car, flower. You can see here, bird, car, flower, apple. Okay, now bird, car, flower, and apple. Okay. So when the user press the button 0 is bird, you can use this element inside the array to set the label inside here. Okay. I think we set my label, set text. You can use the array. We can choose the element number button index. If we use bird press bird button is number 0, so we have it, you will get bird. Number we press car number 1, we will get car in here. Okay, now check. Bird is bird. Car is car. Flower is flower. That's correct. Now we change the image. We can use image cassette in here. Bird, car, flower inside here. It's okay. Now we can put the apple inside to it. So in Finder, image cassette, put here. Okay, now we change in our code. We're not using it. We're using array button index. Okay, now let's run and check. Bird. Okay, name on bird, but where is our image? Check another. It's same. Why? You can see here. We have two folders in here. WatchKit extension. We have image cassette and another image cassette. When we using the code to control the interface, so I think we have to put the image inside this cassette. Okay. And when we using the interface to set up interface, we can using image cassette in here to set up the image on interface. Okay, so I think we have to put all the image inside this cassette to zip. Okay, it's bird, car, flower, and apple. Now let's run again. I hope it works. But oh, that's correct. Car. Oh, beautiful. I think you can do it. You can change the color of this text if you want. I think this is your homework to do that. You see, now our application is better. We have only two interface, and with some coding we can control it. Very easy. Okay, see you later.